Hey guys, Ralph here. True Power Trumpet Fitness, and welcome to a beautiful Tuesday here in Connecticut. And I'm sorry about the late post. I'll explain that in a minute. Very simple. But here we are, just about 4 o'clock. I'm not going to get this up till about 5 o'clock. This is a late one even for me. But I've not played a note yet today. I'll explain that again in a second. Very simple. All I've done is ride my bike. About 40 miles today. Feel awesome. It is sticky, so I'm drinking my water and all that. But that's it. Let's see what we got. 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The first notes of the day. That little twang is Mel Boyle's, by the way. He used to say that all the Ralphie, the first notes of the day. And let's see. Double C's and Arbin. All right. Why so late? Very simple. You probably see it already. Still bleeding. Hang on. Sorry. Anyway, I gashed myself shaving this morning. Luckily, it was not on the vibrating surface, but I didn't think making YouTube videos with bloody toilet paper stuck to my lip was, it's not like I could get makeup and everything before I go, but there is, some semblance of visual, right? So anyway. That's why I haven't been doing it. And geez, the minute it comes off, it starts bleeding. Anyway. First notes of the day. Double C's and Arbin. Okay. And that, as you heard, I took liberties with it. Okay. I went down to a single pedal C after a double C into the middle of it. All right. I usually don't do single pedal notes. I'll get to that in a second. Rips up to A flats, down to 3-octave jumps down to low A flats with no break, and then end in a lyrical, steady C. Guys, very, very few people can do that. Very few. Okay? It's got to be relaxed. The tongue's got to be through the teeth. It's got to be thick. That's it. And I don't overblow. Now, and that's with no warm-up, guys. Guys, nobody can do that. Okay, James Morrison can do it. All right, but you see the names that come into play here when I'm doing this? And that doesn't make me a great player. That in itself doesn't make me a great player. I have great chops. That's it. And the cool thing about it is, and I truly believe this, and I'm not trying to beat my chest, is I am the best person to teach chops anywhere. Okay? I'm the only one that have done the research physiologically and done the trial and error with Jerry, with mouthpieces and everything, to put the two together. I'm the only one to do that. And as you know, I make claims None of you have to warm up. It doesn't take a long process. It does. What was it? 37 weeks. Double C. What was that? What was that one? I did that once, and I quit after 15 weeks. Couldn't play. Claude Gordon's is what? How many weeks? Guys, it can be done like that, and don't let anybody tell you differently. Don't let anybody tell you differently. If you get the tongue and the chops in the right position, you can play double C's. I've done it with 13-year-old kids. I've done it with rank beginners. I've done it literally, people that have never played before. They just, for some reason, hop on a high C, and I just do this. And they just keep going, and they play with that clear centered double C. Again, like I said, that in itself doesn't make you a great player, and that doesn't make me nearly as talented as James Morrison. That's not what I'm saying. But the chops can be done by anybody with the right mouthpiece and the right chops, along with any woman, anybody, and including all women. Weaker sex, we're not using brute force. Guys, if I was using brute force, I wouldn't be able to do that. Case closed. The notes are wide open. I can articulate on double C's. And it sounds like I'm telling you how great I am. I'm trying to tell you this is the way to do it. Now, back to the single pedals. Okay? Now, what happens is, let me get my horn. Basically, you are just taking your regular chops and you are distorting them. Distorting them, sort of coercing them, making them go flat in the low F sharp. That is what a single pedal is. Now, those single pedals will come. The single pedals will come the more you relax the chops. That's all the single pedals are, is relaxed chops. I'm saying, though, you don't have to and you shouldn't practice the single pedals. Unlike Claude Gordon and all that, you should not practice single pedals. They're there. They're absolutely there for you at a moment's notice without warm-up. Okay? They're absolutely 100% there for you, and there's no reason to practice them. Okay? As long as they're relaxed, they will be there. But you do, you're sort of bending it. And I don't like what that does to the chops. Okay? Now, a couple notes here and there to show off in the middle of a cadenza or something like that. No problem. But to actually spend 20 minutes to half an hour, 45 minutes, a la Claude Gordon, going into those single pedals, I don't like it. Too much coercion of the regular embouchure. Okay? Now, the double pedal, different story. That's a completely different embouchure. That's not the same thing. It's completely relaxed. That is pretty much what you're doing when I play the trombone or the euphonium. That is not my regular embouchure. Completely relaxed and thicker than I would normally play. But the double pedals do not affect the regular embouchure. Now, I don't do a lot with the double pedals anymore. When Jerry first did his first book, 45 years ago, Trumpet Yoga, they were a big part of it. Like Claude Gordon, it was a very strict routine. Bah, bah, all valve combinations, then up out of the pedals. It took about 15 minutes. But I do, see, I'm telling you, I do every now and then to give them a lip massage. And on these, to show off another half an octave or so of my range, 5.5 octave range, right? So, I mean, that's what they're for now. And the fact of the matter is, when we are relaxed, we do not need the lip massage anymore. See, Claude Gordon and Roy Stevens, all those guys that were doing pedal stuff, they were trying to loosen up your chops from tight chops. They were tightening your chops up on one end and then say loosen them on the other. And the chops didn't know what the heck to do after a while. Okay? This, they're loose all the time. Firm with the tongue. We have to get in more of the tongue. Okay? And we'll do that tomorrow. Okay? Single pedals, don't love them. Don't love them. If your chops are feeling great and you want to go fool around with them, I'm sure every single one of you can get them. But shouldn't be part of your practice, your regular practice, and especially for any sustained period of time. And anybody tells you need a certain amount of time, you got to go through this, how many weeks to a double C? Who was that? Was that Roger Spalding? I don't remember who it was. Guys, don't believe him. I've done it with dozens of students. You can get it immediately. Usually, the guys that take longer than immediately are the guys that have been playing for 30 years and have to overcome all this drivel that they've been playing, given for the last few years. Okay? That's that. Sorry it's so late. We'll go early tomorrow if we can, and they'll overlap, but who cares? Okay? Don't overblow. Spit buzz like crazy. Thick tongue. Life's good. Live your life with true power. Drink your fruits and vegetables. Love you all.